Good afternoon, everyone. All right, it's been a while since I've done a video. I've been very busy. I've been slowing down on the videos, just focusing on the work. Big 906 Sprinter van got towed in. It looks like it's someone's home. It's come from another shop. Now this vehicle has an immobiliser issue. It's a bit dark in here, so it's a bit hard to show you now. I've got two new keys here, which I've cut and programmed, and I'll get into that. Now this vehicle's had a second-hand EIS, and it's also had a steering lock emulator put in it just to test the lock wasn't failing and dropping out. What is happening with this van, and I'll see if I can get it to act up now, is it is intermittently not starting, and it is intermittently all the dash lights will come on. It'll either crank and stall as soon as it tries to crank, or it won't even crank at all. Now this is the original key with the van. This is the key that came with the Wreck EIS, so that's not programmed. It can stay over there, but let's see if it does it now. It might work. There we go. There's your crank and stall. So that's the original key. And now these EISs are very common. We can bench test all these. The original EIS did test fine, and it most likely would be fine. Funnily enough, the key also tests fine. So this set tests fine on the bench. We've got good CAN 12-volt output for all the terminals with the original key, the EIS and the lock. But on the van, we can see that key, the van will stall out. Now these two keys are key 3 and 4 in the EIS. Both are programmed in. I'm just cutting the emergency blades for them now. So that's our lock, ignition, start. Happy days. Running, driving, no problem. So we actually have a key issue with this van. So this van will be getting two new keys. And it's a good one to show that, yeah, these keys can fail. The little IR emitters on the end of them do come off pretty often, but normally they'll cause a complete no crank, no start, not a intermittent issue like this. I'll just show you all the door locks are functioning. So that's lock on one key, flushing, unlock. Happy days. So this van looks to be all sorted. Mercedes immobiliser issues are pretty common. But new keys, she fires straight up. See if we can do it again. Old original key. It'll either, yep, there we go, no ignition at all, or it'll come up with ignition and it'll crank and stall. So have to excuse my voice today. I've been crook this week, so I sound terrible. But if you have Mercs in with immobiliser issues, CANCOM issues and stuff like that, EIS, steering lock, keys, super common. Like I said, we can bench test them all. This one's actually a bit of a funny one because this key and the original EIS with the original lock and everything, the outputs test fine on the bench, but obviously something's going on with this where it isn't actually working on the van. So two new keys and she's good to go. Get it all buttoned back up and back to the customer.